Thank you for choosing Katie's Intuitive Tarot. I'm grateful to be connecting with your energy today. Today I'm going to be doing an energy check-in for my Gemini friends. This is a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You may find messages in here for you. Again, this is a general reading, not personal. If you would like a personal reading with me, please send me an email. All my information is in my About box. Now, Gemini, I'm going to be doing a Celtic Cross for you today. So we'll be able to just get a look at what's going on in your life currently. I did a pretty in-depth pre-shuffle for you guys. And Gemini, when I was doing your pre-shuffle, there was a lot coming up about angels, ancestors, spirit guides, whatever you believe in. A lot of loved ones watching over your love life right now. A lot of cards that came out were particularly had to do with your love life. Some people are experiencing third-party interference. So whether there is a third party and, you know, there's an extra person in your relationship, it could not be romantically. Maybe this is an overbearing parent. Maybe this is an addiction that one of you have. Maybe one of you are a workaholic. Take it as it resonates, but there's definitely some third-party interference going on here. And that's giving lots of you confusion, fog, like having a hard time seeing clearly. And the thing is that and I think this is something that has come up the last couple readings I've done for you, Gemini. So it's been pretty consistent that there's somebody that's untrustworthy. Someone that's trying to work like behind your back. I kept on getting the rat card. So if there's someone you think of right away when I'm like, someone's a rat, that's who I'm talking about, okay? Just follow your intuition on that. Pay attention to your finances. And it looks like you're doing really well when it comes to working on yourself, your self-love, your goals. Lots of you are working on your health, whether it's physically or mentally. And that is freaking amazing. You keep on doing that. You keep on hustling. Now, also, I saw something about a trip, moving, travel. So maybe some of you have gone away or are going to go away for your birthday. Maybe some of you are moving. Take that as it resonates. You might be actually, even if it is a date, I'm hearing some of you even had like a day trip. So what I'll do, I've cleared the energy. We're going to do the Celtic Cross. I'm going to explain it as I go so you understand where the reading is going, and I will be clarifying. So let's get into it. Messages for Gemini for their greatest and highest good. If I haven't said, everything that happens in this reading happens for a reason. And again, I always like to keep in mind that these messages are for your greatest and your highest good, okay? So messages for Gemini. See, I'm cutting the deck and right away I'm getting the Page of Cups and the Lovers. Now the Lovers is actually your major arcana card. Now it could have to do specifically with love. Again, I was getting a lot of love when I was doing your pre-shuffle. And we have the Page of Cups on the other side. So if it doesn't have to do with your love life, it has to do with the decision that you need to make. The Lovers used to be called the decision card back when tarot was first started. So it could have to do with the decision, and it could have to do with the decision with somebody that you are possibly in a relationship that is younger than you. This could have to do with the decision if you have a child. Take that if it resonates. Now, some of these flips, I'm just going to fix this here. I mean, it could be a decision specifically about your love life, right? Messages for Gemini. All right. So, current situation for Gemini. Current situation for Gemini. Now, 2 of these came out here. I have the 3 of Pentacles and I have the Sun. Right now, you are working very hard on your happiness. Some of you are doing really well at work right now. Some of you are surprised that you're really doing well at work right now. People that you're working with, people that you're collaborating with. It's going better than expected is what I'm hearing. All right. Challenge for Gemini. Interesting. Your challenge is the 9 of Pentacles. And that all has to do with you being very independent and having to rely on yourself when it comes to your financials. Maybe some of you are feeling like you're financially supporting someone or something, which is, you know, that's a lot of pressure to have, right? We're going to clarify. All right, what does Gemini need to focus on? Gemini needs to focus on what? King of Wands. Interesting. This has to do with your passion, your creativity, your spark, what you want, what makes you happy, what makes you passionate and excited. It's a good focus to have. All right, what about exiting? The past or exiting for Gemini? There's a whole bunch going on here. Interesting. So exiting, I have the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands. Some of you are walking away from a situation. And like I said, I did see in the pre-shuffle about travel or moving. So some of you are moving to calmer waters. Something that you thought, because the 9 of Cups has all to do with wish fulfillment romantically, but this is showing that it's exiting. This could have to do with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in particular, because this is Queen of Pentacles, which is Earth. So you could be dealing with an Earth sign. It's interesting too, because with the 9 of Cups and you trying to focus on your wish fulfillment and what you want. In this depiction in particular, she's got the 1 cup in her hand, but her eyes are closed. It's like this cup is something that no longer serves you is what I'm getting. Take that if it resonates. All right. Strengths for Gemini. Strengths for Gemini. Thank you for these messages. Ooh, King of Cups. Interesting. Being mature, being strong, knowing what you want, in particular for your family and your love life, standing in your power. Some of you may be mother or fathers. We've already seen that actually. I've already felt that with the page that we saw earlier. I'm hearing that Billie Eilish song. You should see me in the crown. Knock them down by one. You look good, that's for sure. You look good and you know what you want. Beautiful. Near future. Near future for Gemini. Near future. Thank you for these messages. Six of Cups. Interesting. When it comes to your near future, again, I'm seeing children here. So you have a child, children, maybe their nieces and nephews, people that you like to look after. This is all about nostalgia. This could be about love from the past coming back. This could also be someone that is showing up in your life. If they're not from your past, it could be someone from a past life. 11:11 on the clock when I was saying that. That all has to do with being on the right path. And lots of the time, 11:11 has to do with soulmates. So again, a lot of heavy love. There's a lot of feelings in here. Some of you may be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or maybe your child is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Advice? Advice for Gemini? Advice for Gemini is the Hierophant. Very interesting. This is a Taurus card. So again, I'm getting earth and I'm getting a lot of water when it comes to the signs so far with who you may be dealing with. So you may be dealing with a Taurus. This, for an advice card, has to do with you focusing on your morals, your traditions. What are things that are important to you? What would make you happy? For some of you, what you want is marriage, a long-term commitment, contract, monogamy. Environment. Environment for Gemini. Environment for Gemini. Thank you for these messages. Environment. Seven of Swords. Now, this is definitely consistent and coming through exactly what I saw in your pre-shuffle. Someone is untrustworthy. Someone is a rat. Someone is... I need to be upfront. Someone is a liar, okay? And I feel like deep down you know that this person is a liar and they're constantly just saying, I'm hearing some of you are just, you're hearing, they're telling you what you want to hear. Some of you could be seeing repeated sevens. 7 license plates. Things like that. All of those signs mean something, guys. This person is just so untrustworthy and so sly. They may actually steal as well. I'm getting that for some of you. Hopes and fears for Gemini. Hopes and fears for Gemini. Thank you for these messages. Hopes and fears. Judgment. Interesting. A big decision usually has to do with judgment. And like I said, like I felt like when I did your pre-shuffle, there was lots of angelic assistance from the universe, assistance from your ancestors, spirit guides, God, whatever you believe in. And Judgment has the beautiful wings watching over you and your decision. All right. Judgment has to do with making a choice. And also, because it's in your hopes and your fears, it could be a fear that others are judging you for the choices that you've made. Take that if it resonates. Potential outcome. Potential outcome. Potential outcome for Gemini. Potential outcome for Gemini. Thank you for these messages. 9 of Wands. Heavy. That's very heavy energy. Some of you feel like you're burdened. Potential outcome, feeling like some of you feel like you're trapped. I don't know if you can notice, all of them are around him. He doesn't realize if he looks straight, he could get through these 2 wands. Sometimes that's a self-imposed prison. Wounded warrior. Feeling like you're stuck. A victim. Now again, this is potential outcome. Things change, people change, circumstances change, right? This is as of now, and we are going to clarify. On the bottom of the deck, I have the 4 of Cups. This may have to do with this 6 of Cups that is your near future. The reason I'm saying that is because this on the bottom of the deck is usually what you don't see coming. You're paying attention to the 3 cups down there, but there's 1 cup that you're missing out on. And this is why it makes me think of somebody possibly coming back from the past, or a past life kind of soulmate, could be. It's like an unused or unfulfilled opportunity is the way I will put it. And this does have to do with emotions. It does have to do with love because it is a cup. All right. So let's go back. I want to know why the 9 of Pentacles is your challenge. Because right now in current situation, it's saying things are going well. Things are working out. You feel good. You feel happy. But then your challenge is that you are financially secure. So why would the challenge be that you're financially secure? That's what I want to know. Is it because you were the only one that is putting in the effort of funds? Can you show me the 9 of Pentacles for a Gemini? 9 of Pentacles for Gemini. Seven of Pentacles on the bottom. Rethinking an investment. It also has to do with effort too. 9 of Pentacles. Clarification for Gemini for the challenge. 9 of Pentacles. What's this? Whoa, that was a runaway. Okay, so what jumped out is the Ace of Swords. I think some of you are realizing that lots of you are carrying a majority of a financial burden. With the Ace of Swords coming through, the good thing about this is that this gives you, this is the truth. This is the truth. Your truth is that you are the one that's carrying the burden of keeping yourself afloat, keeping you and your spouse afloat, keeping you and your family afloat. Maybe you're the breadwinner in the situation, okay? But that is your truth. It is the truth. You cannot hide from that truth. This gives you a breakthrough. You're getting that mental clarity. And that is a lot to have on your shoulders, especially nowadays, because you know what's going on in the world right now. Prices, whatever, everything. So it is a lot to hold on to. But the thing is that you're not afraid of hard work. Deep down, you know that that is your truth. You are the one with the full burden of most of the financials. All right. Now I want to look at your, let's look at your strengths. No, I want to look at your King of Wands. I want to look at what you need to focus on. Because what you need to focus on, the King of Wands, that's being what makes you happy, what makes you creative, what makes you passionate, what makes you want more, what excites you, right? So let's look at that. What does Gemini need to focus on? King of Wands. What does Gemini need to focus on when it comes to the King of Wands? Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. It's saying that you need to focus on your balance. You need to focus on your peace and your own harmony. Realizing too that you may enjoy certain activities and certain things a lot, but you may need to try and cut out some things that you're doing excessively. You know, like bringing things down to a moderation. And you're okay. You need to give yourself patience and purpose to do that, right? King of Wands for Gemini. They need to focus on. Thank you for these messages. King of Wands. More swords. More swords. And this is the Knight of Swords. And this is the fastest moving card in the deck. You're focusing on your needs and your wants. You're focusing on your ambitions. You are quick. You are action oriented. You are go, 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 go. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can be someone can be a little bit sharp with their words, with their directness. Not all people enjoy someone being blunt and honest and to the point. I understand. I'm there with you, Gemini. I'm a Taurus. I'm the exact same way. We're not everyone's cup of tea, whatever. But you are driven to succeed. You are fast thinking. And you are working on what you want, what will make you happy. And that is gorgeous. Again, I was seeing a lot about self-care and working on not only yourself physically, but mentally as well. And that is absolutely beautiful. Very powerful energy. I love that. Now let's look at the near future with your Six of Cups. Can you tell us more about the Six of Cups for the future? Near future for Gemini. This is jumped out again. Judgment. You need to make a heart-to-heart decision that has to do with your love life, with your family, long-term, yourself, your spouse, your kids. And it is about a choice. You need to make a judgment call. And this is near future, so this may be happening closer than you realize. When you're making these big decisions, you need to reflect back. You need to look at the transformation that you've gone through. You need to also look at your inner calling, your higher calling. What do you want? This is also about a rebirth and a transformation. Some of you are moving on in a new chapter. All right. And again, this new chapter specifically has to do with you and your children, or you and someone from your past. Take it how it resonates. Tell me more about the advice, the Hierophant. Like following your gut feelings, following what you believe in. What are your morals? What are your values? Sticking to your beliefs of what you want. And again, some of you want to get married. Some of you want to settle down. Some of you want to have a contract. I mean, to each his own. Marriage is, if you don't believe in marriage, or you don't need a piece of paper to validate your feelings. Sorry, again, I'm blunt. I'm a Taurus. I just say how it is. It could just be like, this is my spouse. This is my person, right? Advice for Gemini. The Hierophant. Advice for Gemini. This also, again, could have to do with advice in particular when it comes to a Taurus in your life. I hope it's not me. Advice, the Hierophant for Gemini. Thank you for these messages. Interesting. The Star. Again, I was talking about the things you want, right? When it comes to getting the Star, another major Arcana card, guys, you guys are going through very big changes right now with all of these major Arcanas. Also, when it comes to the Star, it brings me back to, of course, your energy, Gemini. Also, Libra and Aquarius may be in your chart, or you may be dealing with one. When it comes to the Star, the easiest way to explain it is hope and inspiration. What is your wish upon a star? It has to do with healing and spiritual guidance, which is very consistent in your message. Having a sense of renewal and a transformation. And in this time period, it's giving you hope, faith, purpose. All right? Some of you, again, and this is what I saw, firstly, some of you, what you want, your wish upon the star, is to be married or to have some kind of commitment, right? I want to know about the Seven of Swords here, because your environment, lots of you are seeming like you're happy and you want to get married and you feel like you're with somebody that you're happy with, but then the environment is saying someone, whether this is you or the person that you're dealing with, or, this could be a friend, family member, take it how it resonates. A relationship is between two people. It doesn't need to be romantic, right? But someone in your environment is a liar. They're a liar. They're sly, they're shifty, you cannot trust them. And that's what scares me, is that do you want this long-term love, relationship, marriage with somebody that you can't trust? Because that's scary, right? Or is this somebody else? Is this a third-party interference? Is this an overbearing friend or family member that's involved in your relationship when it's none of their business? Again, take it how it resonates. Can you tell me the Seven of Swords for Gemini? What's the Seven of Swords for Gemini? Yeah, see, and what you don't see coming on the bottom of the deck when it comes to the Seven of Swords is the Three of Swords. And guys, I'm not going to sugarcoat. Three of Swords is heartbreak, emotional pain, sorrow, grief, going through shit, going through it, having hurt. And that's at the bottom of the deck and what you don't see coming when it comes to clarifying the Seven of Swords. But let's see what comes out here. Seven of Swords for Gemini. Anything else with that? No? Okay. The World. The World, baby. So, clarifying your, whoever this deceitful person is the World. The World has to do with the completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. It has to do with, again, completion, travel. Travel's coming up again. So again, some of you may be traveling, taking day trips, maybe, you know, went for your birthday somewhere or planning to go somewhere. Also new beginnings. The World also could have, again, when it comes to travel, it could also be, this could be someone sly and doing something on the internet that they shouldn't be doing. Take that if it resonates. Maybe someone's talking to somebody that's far away, like overseas, or, you know, you don't really even know who you're talking to nowadays when you're on the internet, right? Also with the World can be specifically dealing with somebody that is a fixed sign. There's 4 fixed signs in the zodiac: Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. So the person that you may be dealing with that is not being truthful, is not telling you the truth, could be one of those 4 signs. Again, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. And that makes absolute sense why your next one is Judgment, hopes and fears. What am I going to do? I have a decision to make. Am I going to go left? Am I going to go right? Some of you are getting messages, again, from ancestors, angels, spirit. Follow those gut feelings and that intuition. Use your better judgment is what I'm hearing. Now, with the 9 of Wands being your potential outcome, we're going to clarify that for you. Can you tell me about this 9 of Wands for Gemini? Now, breaking the deck, when I'm asking about the 9 of Wands, 3333 on the clock when I was saying that, please look up that angel message. There's a message there for you. I'm trying to clarify the upset, the woundedness of the 9 of Wands. And as I'm cutting the deck, I'm getting the 7 of Swords again, which is what we just clarified. Someone not being honest, someone not telling the truth, someone that's sly, that's tricking, whatever the case may be. Deception, secretive behavior. And on the other side is the 10 of Cups. So this is, again, very specific. You are feeling wounded in the completion pile because of what has happened with this 7 of Swords. And this is somebody that you feel like or have felt like you love. 10 of Cups is family. Family, close friends, your spouse, your foundation. 9 of Wands. Possible outcome for Gemini. Ooh, these are really stuck. And you know what that made me, that, like I said, everything that happens in this reading happens for a reason. And I don't know if you heard, I was like, oh, these are really stuck. Like some of you are going to feel like you're stuck and you don't know exactly what you're going to do, right? I can't make this shit up, guys. And as I've cut the deck, I've got the Strength and the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups has to do with walking away from what no longer serves you when it comes to a personal relationship. And you have the strength to get through it, the courage to get through it. Again, the Strength card does represent Leo. So you may be dealing with a Leo. You may have heavy Leo placements in your chart. One more shuffle for the Nine of Wands. Yeah, see, they're stuck. Tell me more about this Nine of Wands for Gemini. Clarification. Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. What you want. What you're passionate about. Nine of Wands. Alrighty. Well, 1, 2, 3 came out together here, guys. Okay. So first of all, we have the Eight of Swords. And as you can tell, it is very similar depictions. With this being a sword, though, it is a little bit more dramatic. So clarifying your Nine of Wands, you feeling down and stuck and trapped and like a wounded warrior. Your heart has been broken. You feel stuck. The Eight of Swords has to do with negative thoughts. Because this person is blindfolded. It's like, and please take this as it resonates. I'm trying to say this as gently as I can. But because this person has a blindfold on, it's indicating the lack of awareness. Like you don't want to look that there's an issue. You have like an unwillingness that you don't want to see. You don't want to see the situation because you know the situation isn't as great as what it seems. But it feels like you're trapped. You're in kind of your own self prison. You need to seek help. You are not a victim. This person thinks they're stuck, but if they just back up a little bit and move their hands up and down a little bit on one of these swords, they can cut themselves out. When there's a will, there's a way. And you will get through this. You will. Because good things are coming. Again, you've got the Six of Cups. Again. Nostalgia, emotional connections, childhood memories, your children, revisiting the past, innocence, joy, balance. Some of you, again, it's come up twice here. Some of you may be seeing multiple sixes, but someone is either coming for full circle and coming back around from someone that you've already been with or know in your past, or this is someone from a past life that's coming forward. And this is someone that's going to be making you happy. We have the Three of Cups, celebrations, fun, hanging out with friends, going out for some drinks, going out dancing. It's friendship, it's unity, it's shared experiences, celebration. Someone could be getting married, or someone could be having a birthday party, or whatever. It's a get-together. It's an event. It's a shared experience between multiple people. And these people, this is harmony. This is unity. This is everyone toasting and having a good time. Although things may be a little bit turbulent when it comes to your environment and what's going on right now, you have beautiful things coming for you, Gemini. And you will get through it because we've seen you have the strength. You have the tenacity. You will get what you want. Final messages for Gemini. Advice. What they have to look forward to. Final words for Gemini. I'm hearing that Bridge Over Troubled Water song. Some of you may like older music. Some of you are building a bridge to get over it, is what I'm getting from Spirit. And look at, when I'm cutting the deck, I'm getting 33, wholeness. You will feel whole again. You will get through this. And on the other side, I have show the world the real you. Some of you may be very intuitive. Lots of purple showing up here, and that resonates for me when it comes to intuition. Some of you are having very vivid dreams, very clear and concise dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, because lots of the time, that's coming from your angels, ancestors, spirit guides. They're trying to tell you something. Final words for Gemini. Bottom of the deck, look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. 4141 on the clock as I was saying that. Final words for Gemini. What else? That's lots, but ritual, corn, number 10. And 10 has all to do with completion as well. Some of you guys might really like corn or corn on the cob or corny jokes I'm getting to. We have adjustments are required. And I feel like deep down you do know that. I know it's hard to look at it. I know it's hard. But as you can see, you're only getting half of the story, half of the picture. Because that person's not telling you the other half. Sorry, I get frustrated. It's because that person's not telling you the other half of the story that needs to be brought forward. We have refinement, number 42. And again, me talking about how this person's not coming forward and not being truthful, we have number 2, communication. Communication is so important. You also may be seeing repeated 2s, or the number 2 may be significant to you. We have you and your loved ones are safe. Love that. Beautiful message. You and your loved ones are safe. We have emotions are running high, and work through your fears. A lot are going on. It's on here. And look at, there's love here too, and hope. Oh my God, look. Love, hope. Beautiful things are coming. And you need to hope and believe and look at the glass half full and hope for the best, right? And what's this one? Ooh, a fiery climax approaches. So for some of you, again, there is someone from your past that is going to be revisiting your love life in particular. All right, Gemini, that was a heavy reading. I really hope it helped. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that is very much appreciated. And again, if you want a personal reading, all my information is in the about box. But besides that, Gemini, I'm thinking about you. Take care.